India is the last great untapped market.
What is with all the honking?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We find new fans there. The financial opportunities are endless.
And you want to set this up like it's a talent contest.
Exactly. See, once we go over there and find these guys, we bring them back here, we train them in LA, then we get them signed with a professional franchise.
Can you do it in 1 year?
Sure.
First of all, Jon Hamm, thank you very much for taking the time.
My pleasure.
Congratulations on the movie.
Thanks very much.
In it, you play J.B. Bernstein, who's a kind of down on his luck sports agent who travels to India to find the next big baseball stars. Did you get to meet the real people who were involved in the movie themselves?
I did. It was fascinating. A big part of why I chose to do the film was the true story aspect of it, and it's a remarkable story, and it's a story about hard work and dedication and kind of thinking outside the box, and this kind of family that sort of springs up out of the strangest of situations, and tangentially it's about baseball, and I'm a massive fan of baseball, so it was exciting on several levels for me.
You got to film in India for part of the movie. What was that like, and did you have the same digestive problems as your character?
I did not, actually. I was one of the only people on our American crew that did not go down with gastrointestinal distress. But it was India is an incredible place, and it was inspiring and intimidating and interesting and exotic in so many ways. And what it generally made me want was to kind of learn more about it. So I would find myself going home at night after we would shoot and just Googling or Wikipediaing and everything I could that I'd kind of seen or learned that day. It was very exciting.
This is one of your first big roles as a leading man on film. How much of, I suppose, a sense of extra pressure was there, and what drew you particularly to this role above others?
You know, it's my first leading role in a film. It certainly isn't my first lead role, and so, you know, learning how to be a leader on set and learning how to be a kind of responsible person was something that I definitely learned over the 8 years of shooting Mad Men. And so I certainly took that approach toward behaving on set, certainly, and bringing as much preparedness and readiness to set every day. I mean, that's a big part of it, and I've seen that in everyone I've worked with, whether it's Keanu Reeves on, you know, Day the Earth Stood Still, or Ben Affleck on The Town, or even, you know, especially Kristen, and having written and starred in Bridesmaids, or Jen, you know, in the movies that she's done. You have to come prepared and be the one person to whom everyone can look up to, and so that's what I try to do.
Shaking off or unshackling yourself, I suppose, from the character of Don Draper is an important step in your career, but it's also played a huge part in your life to date. Do you find it difficult to reconcile having to do both things?
Look, it's for better or for worse, that will always be a sort of a career-defining role for me, and I'm happy that it is, because it did define my career. It gave me a career, essentially. So I'm thrilled to have it in the rear view. It's nice to have finished it. I hope people respond to the way it ends. But it's nice to also have an opportunity to do something else, and this represents certainly a significant step forward in that arena.
When you're so well known as somebody, I read in, I think it's this month's GQ, people come up to you and kind of think that you're the person. And people have asked you in New York to demanding a kiss from you and that type of thing. But it's also given you a position as a style icon. So firstly, is that an annoying thing? And secondly, do you even think about that when you leave the house to go to the store, grocery shopping?
As you can tell, I am quite the style icon in my blue T-shirt and jeans. You know, it's a no. The second part first. I mean, I try to look nice. I guess I don't want to be sort of ridiculed. So I guess I try to look as nice as I can. But my style is significantly hampered by a complete lack of taste, I think, also. But more to the point, you know, people, the culture we live in now is sort of there's an expectation that because you are a public persona or known in the public arena that everyone deserves sort of a piece of you at all times, and that can be challenging, especially when maybe you just don't necessarily want to share with others. But I guess it's that fundamentally it's probably all comes from a place of a complimentary place. I guess it's nice to be wanted, I guess.
So before we go, we threw our kind of Twitter open to some quick fire Twitter questions
Okay.
for you. So
This could go horribly
this could
wrong.
go horribly
quickly.
wrong. You're a huge comedy fan. Do you have a favorite comedian?
I have several. I've been, mostly the people who I grew up, came up watching when I got to LA. It was like Sarah Silverman, Zach Galifianakis, Paul F. Tompkins, Jimmy Pardo, Patton Oswalt. I've gotten a chance to see quite a lot of awesome comics in very, very small rooms, and it's been fun to watch them all kind of blow up as time's gone on.
How careful did you have to be with the hook hands on 30 Rock?
Those were really sharp, by the way, and I have like I for the longest time, because I had to like fit my hands in those weird little things, I had this scar from them. It was so very careful, honestly.
Well, thank you very much for taking the
Cheers,
time. Really
man.
appreciate it.
Let's play $1 An American company is hoping to find a cricketer to throw a very fast ball with the chance to win $1 million.
Don't waste your time. You have real work to do.
It's a great opportunity for all of us. The potential of this thing is off the chart.
Ray, you feeling it?
I'm feeling something. I think it's the dinner I had last night.
If you were to win the contest, what would you do with the money?
You know what we call that? Juice.
What? You want juice? I'll get it.
They're going to have a great time in LA. Lots of fun.
These boys from these villages, it's life-changing for them. And for you, it's a great responsibility.
This thing, these kids, I have a lot riding on this.
Okay, so how's it going?
It's very hard.
I don't like seeing that side of you.
What side is that?
The side that puts the deal before everything else.
Well, maybe that's just who I am.
Maybe. I hope not.
Hey, guys, come on.
Let's have some fun.
I got you something.
Really?
Brought you the Taj Mahal.
This is amazing.
Guys, no matter what happens, I have never been more proud of anyone in my entire life.
Hey, brothers, I'm seeing my dream in both of you.
Okay, boys, knock him dead. All right, go ahead, say it.
Did you kiss Miss Brenda?
No, she kissed me.
Oh, Jamie!